fear and confusion. And drink. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. His strength is a legend. His skills conquer all. Armed with his power, we never will fall. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. With our new young heroes proving their worth. 4 become 8. Defending the Earth. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Defenders of the Earth, 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 Earth. Radio Redux.
Keep your eye out for Dr. Eggman now!
Hello, it's me, Archangel UK, welcoming you to another episode of Radio Redux. You should be able to hear me this week. This is mainly due to the fact that last week's show, which everyone sort of thought, he seems a bit far away, doesn't he? Well, yes, he did seem far away because the wrong microphone was plugged in. A massive fail on our part. Ho-hum. Problem microphone is in, not the tinny one, and not the one that's behind the monitor, therefore reducing the amount you can actually hear me. Yeah, okay. Right. So welcome to a new show. Let's go straight in to the questions, because I have a question more straight off with, which was... does Rocks have anything to do with Bubblegum Crisis? And the answer is, it says Sonic Mark, and the answer is yes, it is an instrumental version of the 2040 theme called We'll start off with the Radio Sega chat, and they are from bottom to top. SJSSF, Shadid, Retrix, Mina Jobay, Inigo Venato, who is eating, and I wish I was because I'm very hungry, Biafra, Resident SD, Wide Vger, who is also eating. What is it with everyone who's eating? I suppose that's my own fault for suggesting that people, get some dinner earlier when there was no Sonic Hour. Well, there's a shock to the system. Tweaker, Trekkie, T-Bird, Spinball Wizard, Spin, no relation between the two of them. Solid Mark, SMX, who is away with the fairies. No, not really. Shadow Fox 04, Scotty Ringtail Fox, Retrix Resident SD's here as well. Quilava, Pico Pico, so good they named him twice. Noir Mars Prow, Meganium, Katie Foxy, Judge Urtheart, who is very, very important in the whole scheme of today's show. Hence we had the Defenders of the Earth theme earlier, because Earth and Earth. Joe Forever, Jacob, Iris, Hedgy Lightning, Haggard and Fang, Jelbersoft, Fly Fox, Inigo Venato, who's still eating here. Is that 2 meals? Greedy so-and-so. Dublin, D'Artagnan, CD-ROM 1019, AUK is on SSR and RS, the Gaga DJ MK by Afro Rory, and Chan Bot, who is a darn slight more reliable than Mr. Jocelyn, Esquire. D'Artagnan asked, where's that Trigon fellow? I don't know. And if that was a fail, you should play the sound. Yeah, but I couldn't see it immediately. So, I'm not going to bother. I'm joined on the show today by a sleepy person who is currently sort of just woken up after dozing on the bed.
I'll go start dinner.
You're going to go start dinner, are you?
Yeah, I'll do the big dinner.
You do the big dinner. Awesome. We have a big dinner ahead of us, everyone. What was it? Indian. An Indian, nice Indian meal. Awesome. Right. For those of you who were listening in just prior to the show, when I was trying to get everything going on, that was actually Suffer Like G Did, which is a track from House of Dead Overkill. Jacob asks if you cook, and the answer is yes. But he doesn't do shows, apparently. Rory Raccoon does not have laser eyes. He has a laser something else. Right, let's get on with things. We have, a lot less to discuss than we did last week, which was very much, oh my god, we've got so much to discuss, I'm not sure how we're going to do it anymore. If you have any questions, please PM them to me if you're in the chat room, or you can also go onto the Sonic Rex board, Inferior Online. Go to sonicrex.com/board, and there is a very nice Radio Redux section in there, where you can also find out details about upcoming shows relating to both Sonic Rex and Emerald Coast. The Dragon's Den show went up yesterday, which is Blake Draco and Ram the Dragon's show. That went up yesterday, which is a nice sort of follow-on from last week's show from the main Radio Redux. But there's also Urtheart's Boombox, still going back to Urtheart. Urtheart himself is the subject of today, because his results are what we're going to go through for the Rex Factor. Oh yes. He's been incredibly cruel and calculating, or maybe not calculating, but he's been incredibly cruel, and if you happen to be in the all-comers, do not expect big marks. And then just to complicate issues, he goes into points basis, into decimal places for the all stars, just to make things really complicated. It's going to be interesting. I've got it's flashing already. Is the you have a query? Yeah, sure I do. Joe Forever asks, when you finally get to my questions from the thread, remember that the first one is at the time of posting. Okay. I shall do that then. You can also tweet, if you like, to the message to Sonic Rex, at Sonic Rex, and I'll pick that up. But yeah, there was no Sonic Hour again this week. I did make a vague threat earlier that if Mr. Jocelyn Esquire does not turn up next week, then in place of his show will be just an hour of just him looking like an idiot from lots of clips from the Sonic Hour, because it's not like we haven't got many to choose from. Jacob turned in especially. If you've been following the Sonic Hour, you'll know that Jacob's approval is something that both brothers Jocelyn do crave quite a lot. Anyway, apparently the Radio Sega record was equaled last night. Ooh, Everyone from Sega Sonic Radio, go to Radio Sega stream. Just help it out. It's only a record. Besides, it's not 95, which is what the first show made. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this Indian meal. Sorry. Urtheart says, no calculating was right. It was all mathematically worked out through the powers of his mathematical mind. It's a little known fact that Urtheart's head is actually an abacus. Let's have some music. Let's have music from the listener request thread on Eon, because those guys have always got something they want to hear. Margus Garkan wants Rusty Ruins Act 1 from Sonic 3D. Doesn't say which version though. But let's do the Saturn, the Jinxie Saturn one rather. Let's have that, and we'll go. When we come back, we'll have some questions. Maybe go for a bit of news if you so wish, and then we'll head straight on to the lovely Urtheart, who has provided very nicely the MP3s. Yeah, you get to listen to Urtheart, and then listen to how he brutalizes you if you happen to be an entrant. Yeah, sorry about that. Vger is here, isn't he? Yeah, I thought so. We get to find out whether or not his song
He's got a wrench!
is any good in Urtheart's eyes.
He's got a massive wrench! Get out of his way!
That's Tails, not Vger or Urtheart, presumably. Here's Richard Jakes of Rusty Ruin Act 1.
Radio Redux.
I thought I'd come back in now. Yeah, that's Afterburner, but specifically Afterburner from Bayonetta. The reason I'm playing Afterburner is, of course, because Afterburner Climax came out this week. Yep, came out on both 360 and PS3, or should I say Xbox Live and PSN. There was some nice... I think the themes went up. They should have done. There's a very tasty theme, premium theme for both of those items. The 360 version does have more things, yes. It has Avatar Awards for a start. There is 2 picks available. There is also an Afterburner t-shirt, and when you complete the whole thing, you get a very nice Avatar Award, or close to completing the full thing, which is a shiny gold helmet, shiny gold Afterburner helmet. If you see that, the person is a true ace. They are an absolute ace on Afterburner. That's the only way you can get that. If you want to find out exactly how you get all of those, one of the picks, for instance, you can even get in the demo. If you go to the Sega Europe blog, which is blog.sega.com/Europe, you'll find a nice little blog from me there detailing, it might be posted down by now actually, but detailing everything you need to know about Afterburner Climax. The achievements, how you get the achievements, how you get the awards, it's all listed down there, and a few pictures as well. So yes, as you may recall from last week's Rex Factor, we were missing 2 things, mainly because, T-Bird forgot, basically. But never mind, because he was a bit miffed about that, and he's very kindly just sent me a transcription of the marks. Oh yes. T-Bird is sad that he didn't get it. Anyway, so we actually do have the marks for SMX and Shadowfox 04. So let me just add these in. Okay, now I've got my nice little spreadsheet of doom up. SMX, he says, a jovial take on this song, and it is, after all, pretty cheesy. Not terrible, but not standout. 5 out of 10 for skill, 6 out of 10 for originality. Which at least succeeds in putting SMX, off 0. Shadowfox 04. You haven't tried to outperform TJ on this, and have therefore modified the pitch, which works in your favour here. And you know your vocal range pretty well. However, you have to remember you're competing against Rory Hayes' version of this song, and this doesn't come close to being as memorable. Still a valiant effort. And an unorthodox choice. 7 out of 10 for skill. 6 out of 10 for originality. Right. So, as I put these in to the big scoring machine, which doesn't seem to want to work. Copy, damn it. There we go. It tells me that the new results for the first round of the Rex Factor are as follows. Shadowfox's marks and SMX's marks do actually put them in that middle range of people. Shadowfox is now tied with Anico Venato, and SMX is tied with B.I. Lion, Sky's Limit and Dante's the Fox, and they're a few ahead of a lot of the others actually. There's quite a few in that range. However, still out in front at the moment is Tall Guy, who managed to score 17 points last week. The leader of the All Stars, however, is tied because we have Iris and DigiValentine both, who are on 20 points. Both got a maximum 10 out of 10 for both technical and artistic impression last week. Iris does have the advantage, you could say, because she does have the language bonus coming in, which will play out after the 4th set of marks, of course, which we're still waiting for from a certain Jones person. Yes, waiting for those. Curse you. Curse you, Bentley Jones! Next week will be Demix's, but of course this week we are We are in the land of Urtheart, where everything is Cornish. Flags are black and white. Knuckle dusters are Cornish pasties, just taped to your fist. All these glorious things. And pirates! Pirates are everywhere! Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, or non-alcoholic rum, or, iron brew, whatever's acceptable at the time. Vger has ceased eating, you'll be pleased to know, everyone. Oh, yes. I think I'm about to ask where's Echo today. She's sleeping or something. She wasn't feeling very, very that good earlier, to be honest. I was dozing a bit. A bit of a headache. But she will be back later. She's currently cooking dinner for us both. So she will be back later. Resident SD asks Bella Climax, what's that? You know full well. I got all the achievements first day, yeah. I've got it, but my account's gone at the moment. my 360 account. Well, I've been trying to get my 360 fixed. I'm trying to get in contact with Microsoft so I can get a repair in, because I tried to get a repair in earlier. Because my 360 will not read a disc anymore. It just won't. The only reason I can even play a game at the moment is because it's on my hard drive. That's the only reason I was able to play All Star Racing. Was because I managed to get it onto my hard drive. It just won't read anything. I think if it gets a multi-layer disc, if it goes over more than one layer, then it just can't do it. DVDs are exactly the same thing. It's just all kind of crazy. Quilava appears to be still catching Pokemon or something. Just chuck a big ball over Quilava and everything should be done. So, what shall we do? Let's go on to the questions. Questions and answers. Answers and questions. It's a Q&A UK, not EH because she's not here, of course. Silly. What have we got, questions-wise? Let's see. I'm talking to the audience. Don't do that. Okay, we'll just sit here in silence, shall we? Echo is here, everyone. Say hello, Echo.
Hello, everyone.
She actually waved at the microphone.
Yes.
Yes, you did. You feeling any better? People are concerned about you.
Well, it's just, I had a headache. Not dissimilar to yours, but not anywhere near the intensity. But
Have a seat.
I don't know, just feel a little off. Had a doze and I feel a lot better. Alright.
You okay? How's dinner going? Because people will know how that's going as well, apparently.
It's difficult because there's like 5 different pieces.
It's like, yeah, we're just having a massive pizza fest.
Yeah, that's totally it.
Very, very famous Indian pizzas.
Yeah. Well, actually, there probably would be.
What was it?
That would
Chicken.
be genius. Now.
Actually, Indian pizzas.
That would be perfect. Put the rice on there. Put some
Chicken korma pizza. Is korma and
there's naan bread,
onion bhajis,
budgies, whatever.
Onion speech impediment.
I don't know.
What's the other one though? It's korma and something else.
It's another tikka chicken.
Chicken tikka.
Tikka, yeah. See,
alright.
you have this in
See how nice does that sound? There's rice as well, so it's nice and nice rice and
yeah, the pilau rice.
pilau.
Yes. Anyway.
But so she's still here.
Yeah.
She's still here. Don't worry. Should we have a question? If you're here at the moment,
Yeah. Go ahead.
let's have a couple of questions. I'm doing I've started some of the questions. We'll go back to Urth and then
Yeah.
come back to more questions later.
Okay.
But
Everybody needs their daily dose of Urth, but not too much at one time.
yes, indeed. But as you're here, can you spare 5 minutes?
Well, yeah, I could do 5 minutes. It's
I'll tell you what. The waft of that has just hit upstairs, and it does smell absolutely wonderful.
yeah.
They don't care. Have a seat again.
Yeah, they're all full.
All right. Tour guy asks, if you're allowed to go anywhere around the world for a 2-week holiday, where would you go?
Me or you?
Me, this is. I don't know. I was allowed to go anywhere. I'd go home because that's where my wife is.
You're already here.
Well, there we go. I'll just get away, actually. I was allowed to go anywhere. I'll just get as far away from the office as possible.
Like Antarctica?
Antarctica, yeah. No, it's a bit cold there.
Yeah.
Seemed to be a bit warm, apparently. I don't know, actually. I'd like to go to Canada. I'd like to go to New Zealand.
Canada's cool.
As you well know, Echo, I'd like to go to Greece and Italy and see the historical sites of both those countries.
Grand tour.
I'd love to go. I mean, I've been to Italy before because I went for the Ferrari trip.
But you didn't get to see as much.
But
as
I'd want to see sort of Rome and Athens, most certainly, and eventually Egypt when it becomes less dangerous to go there.
Egypt would be on my list too. Definitely.
Oh yeah, must do that. Echo, what's your favourite song of all time?
I'm not worried about my sound, honey. I hate to say it, but I'm loud and obnoxious. I actually have to quiet down so I don't about. My song of all time kind of changes every once in a while. I hate to say it, but why do they always ask me questions that take me like 5 minutes to think of an answer for? That's really quite perplexing of them. Anyway, I'm stalling, obviously. Now, I would have to say it was one of my first songs that I learned, and I can't remember the title, of course, but it's like very old. It's 80s. It's "My Baby Spit Me Out" or something like that. That's the big key phrase, is "spit me out" or something. I don't know. Can you think of it?
No, actually, I can't think of it. Oh, everyone's just gone nuts.
I know. They hear my voice and they just go, "What the man? What the good lord."
SMX asks, "Do you have a wrench?"
Actually, we have a bunch of screwdrivers.
Yeah, a bunch of screwdrivers.
I don't know. I think it's maybe in the toolbox under the sink.
Actually, I don't think I do possess a wrench. Shadid and Darkwind, or Shadid/Darkwind, says Portugal. Okay, thanks. Portugal, apparently.
Okay.
Why is SSR just gone straight into... Why is SSR just turned into this terrifying land of, just bizarreness?
What do you mean turned into? It's always been like that.
Actually, that's true. Tiba says you're not allowed to make what Vger says a meme. This is law.
Really? I'll have to see that in writing, honey.
Shadid says that she has a wrench.
I don't have a wrench.
You have a wrench.
Why would
She is a wench, but you know I am kidding.
I know. I can still toss the dirty look, though. It's for...
Get out of her way, said Resonance T.
No, you could do that. That's fair.
She's got a screwdriver. Yeah, so everyone's saying stuff now. She's got a screwdriver. She's going to stab you to death. Anyway, why is there just this amazingly terrible thing going on here? Come back. There's more questions for you.
You've
quickly.
got like 2 minutes, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
okay.
I gotta go check on
Tour
it.
guy. Back with tour guy. What was your New Year's resolution for this year? This is from ages back.
I had a New Year's resolution too, didn't I? Why do I forget these things?
Was it to remember more things and don't be so forgetful?
No, I think it was to get the comic done and like do more art was mine, because I just really ever since I moved here, it's just
Have you watched Avatar and what did you think of it? It's okay.
I liked it.
I watched a bit of it. It's okay. It's not really.
Well, you got to watch the whole thing, but I liked it because
I certainly hope that everyone who's a big fan of Avatar is wasting their money on the DVD that doesn't have 3D.
Hey, if they like the film, that's
the DVD
their
doesn't.
choice,
The
man.
DVD does not have 3D in it. thus negating a large selling point of the film.
I guess that would make sense.
But they've released the DVD now, so they can release another DVD at Christmas with 3D in it.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Umi Yuri has a question. Hi, Umi. Echo Hawk. Hypothetical situation arises in which AUK is high. Respond appropriately.
High? Like...
Are you high?
No, like as in...
Hey, Sonic.
If you were high, I'd have to be questioning because you already.
Chocolate's good.
You said drugs are like not your thing, but God forbid somehow maybe secondhand ganja got into you or something like that, which doesn't work theoretically. But
what?
Anyway,
hypothetically, it doesn't work.
I might lock you in this room just so you can't get into any trouble if I caught you high for whatever reason.
I think Umi was more looking for a response like the "Are you high?" situation that you normally respond with, or it seems to be your second catchphrase. Oh, you forgot. Fail.
I gotta go cook.
Okay. Was question 2 is AUK was question on a stupid move. No, but it was a stupid answer. You're back in a few. Oop. Right. Katie Fox says, if Danta and Bayonetta were battling each other, who do you think would win? Bayonetta. Which Sega Mark got today, apparently, for 360. Katie Fox says, don't do chip, AUK. It was purely consensual. Right, Avatar on 2D went to the post office. Yeah, SR chat just turning into this terrifying land of falsitude. So, over to the Radio Sega one. Gary's got Avatar on 2D waiting at the post office. Good for you! Don't have 3D TV, so... I think it was more like you'd get glasses with it, to be honest. An actual 3D TV. I don't think many people have got 3D TV at the moment, to be honest. Right, let's have another track, which, because they're being sensible, I'm going to offer to the Radio Sega guys. The Radio Sega guys, incidentally, if you're listening in on SSR, the Radio Sega stream is slightly better. You might have more chance of listening in if you're having trouble. So, feel free to do so. But Radio Sega, do you want to choose a track? Anyone in that chat room? Something nice and Sonic-y that I'm bound to have. That'll be good. Hello. Oh, hello. I got a tweet all of a sudden. RoboCharles, what's your favourite pastry? A big pastry is one of my favourite pastries. Oh, Echo's back. Hello, Echo.
Sorry.
She's back with oven gloves, people.
Well, sorry. I forgot to take them.
She's got some interesting habits.
Nah, but...
Oven gloves excite her.
Yeah, no.
No. Washing up, that excites you.
Again. No, not so much. But...
SMX also asks, Sonic Rex, are you happy to see me again?
Of course we're happy to see you.
Of course we're happy to see you. We'd offer you tea and something to eat. We've got korma and onion bhajis. Peel our rice.
He doesn't like tea, so you got plenty of that.
Mm.
Did they think of anything good?
Sega Mark wants Dear My Friend. But Resident SD wants Spring Yard Zone, so actually we'll have both. Yeah. So you can blame Sega Mark for Dear My Friend. It's all his fault.
I totally have a song for you to play later, too.
You have a song for me to play later? I could do the Dark Speeds version of Dear My Friend.
Nah, don't do that, that's not nice.
Oh.
I'm saying that if people ask for something, they don't want a deviation.
Oh, that was very nice. Actually, she's right. Dark Speeds is asleep, so it doesn't matter. CD-ROM says she's got oven mitts, get out of her way. Yes, this is going to be the new meme, is it? He/she has item, get out of his/her way. I think that's going to be it. So, hang on. Select 2 Green Hill Zone will also have on 8 bits, no, 16 bits, sorry. I'll have that as well. No, it's not Springyard Zone. What am I looking at? Springyard Zone, sorry. I'm getting confused. Springyard Zone. 16-bit. From Sonic 1. There we go. So, you've got an interesting mix here. You've got Dear My Friend and then Springyard Zone. Well done, Radio Sega. You win the internet of music or something. We'll be right back after these messages.
My life will go on a long time. Have to catch up when I see you, and you are my reason I can make it through. I will give my word that I will come in time to rescue. My heart will always be with you. I'm so glad I met you, being with me wherever, made for each other forever. I know life can be tough on you, time and time again. Laughter maybe gone away. I will wipe away my tears tomorrow, but life must go on, not so easy. Let you travel away. I will be there if you need me, and I know you'll do the same. I can see you, I can hear you in my heart. You will be here if I need you. I will never have to guess, 'cause we are very special friends.
Apparently Sonic Mark actually wanted my dear friend Rally from Sega Rally Championship, but I don't have that, so he actually wanted this, really, in his heart of hearts. Yes, you'll just have to go with it. This would have been in Sega Rally Championship if they had the chance.
So send me a letter, let me know how you're doing. You are my lifetime and true friend. We'll never be forgotten. Having trust is all we may need. You are always with me in the life I lead. So far, far away from life I used to Memories you can recall with me any time of day. You can reach out, you can ask me in your soul. I will answer when you call me. I will come no matter how, 'cause we are very special friends. Just like a river that flows, just like stars in the dark night. Lead me in the storm, lead me in the dark. You are the light of my life. I will be there if you need me, and I know you'll do the same. I can see you, I can hear you in my heart. You will be here if I need you. I will never have to guess, 'cause we are very special friends. Memories you can recall with me any time of day. You can reach out, you can ask me in your soul. I will answer when you call me. I will come no matter how, 'cause we are very special friends.
Okay, it's fine. I've already... Honestly, everyone's getting... Mark's really upset because he thinks you'll all think that's what he really wanted, and no, it's not. It's Sega Rally, and you know that, and I know that. It's like, I'm already downloading it off the FTP. It's coming up literally in 4 seconds. My dear friend Rally from Sega Rally Championship there, especially for Sega Mark, because otherwise he'd moan a lot. I kid. Anyway, it's time for the X Factor results, and that means it's time to hand over to our tame judge. Some say he's a pirate, and when he goes out at night he has his patch that glows to allow his good eye to see where he's going. All we know is he's called Urtheart, and we're going to let him take over now through the wonders of recording. You're going to hear all his marks now, okay? We're going to go through all the all-comers, all 13 all-comers, and then we're going to follow that with a couple of tracks. We've got Frantic Canyon Zone Act 2 and Spiral Madness from Rivals 2 and Zero Gravity, respectively. And then we're going to hit the All-Stars. Now, for some reason, Vger's one, is in two parts, one of which is 6 seconds long. Not sure what exactly that's to do with. But he does...
He's got a wrench!
He does have that wrench there, so that might be a reason.
He's got a massive wrench! Get out of his way!
Yeah. So, we're going to hit you with that now. I'm going to get some food, quickly. Say up.
Hello, my name is Shadow Urtheart. I've been third place in both the Rex Factors All-Comers and All-Stars, for 2 separate years, of course, and I am going to be your heartless git of a judge today, so don't expect any particularly nice comments over me.
No, really, in all seriousness, don't. Yeah. He has his Simon Cowell trousers up past his ears.
B.I. Lion, you need to work on your vocal balance. There's not enough difference between Vector and Charmy, and the SBO is a little too quiet. Your pitch is there. There are times when you're off, but it's hard to tell if that was purposeful or not to do with the characters. That's really all I can see of that. Your rhythm's good, and the timing's alright. And it's an interest. You've used interesting use of tracking, because obviously you've used all 3 characters on a separate track. Again, as I said, it's musically challenged, but it's hard to tell if that's the purpose or not. It's a nice idea, it's done well, it just doesn't really go particularly well with singing or with music in particular. But musical talent for artistic impression, I've given you a 4, to be honest. SMX. The vocal guitar bit shows you got some gusto, but it's completely off, unnecessary. Throughout the song, your timing is slightly off. Your pitch is shaky, but at least it's vaguely there in some form. Your added lyrics didn't really add anything either. It's a valiant effort, but consider either getting singing lessons or at least taking a bit more time. Do it in a couple of takes, not just in one take. Musical talent 2, artistic impression 3. I'm being nice there, to be honest. Spinball Wizard. You obviously had difficulty with the higher notes. Your rhythm and timing was good. Occasionally when you're a little flat, but the pitch is there. The guitar bit could have used a bit more thought, but not too bad for improvisation. Major issue with lyric accents. Not entirely sure what I wrote there. Challenging yourself is good, but don't try and overgo your limits, basically. Basically know what your limits are and either work around them or figure a way around them. Very good effort, but it could have done with some more of your own style, because it was quite literally just a rendition. Musical skill 6, artistic impression 2. Sonic Mark, you're a little ahead of yourself most of the time, a little ahead of the music. Your octave dips work well to match your vocal range, that's a good thing, by the way. You got an interesting technique for the digitized softer lyrics. Worked, I suppose. Your pitch is a bit shaky, but again, it's there. But you drift in and out of various styles of singing, which makes it hard to kind of look at stuff. Nice effort with gusto. Your singing is mostly good, just nothing to make it stand out. Would like you see to do something with the backing chorus near the end when you get all the R's and stuff. Musical skill 5, artistic impression 3. Tall Guy 91. Good rhythm, timing, your pitch is okay, but you've obviously got difficulty shifting to falsetto. And there's some good rhythmical rapping. It's an interesting take on the song. Follows the overarching melody, but again, there's just not anything to make it too memorable. The lyrics are fairly uninspired as well. 4 for artistic talent and 4 for artistic impression. On Eagle Vanato, you're slightly flat. Your rhythm's on time, and you obviously struggle on some of the high notes. It's fine as a rendition, but it just doesn't do anything to stand out. Musical talent 4, artistic impression 2. Dan Dyer, your pitch is there, shaky in places, your rhythm is there, timing your breathing is your biggest problem. You need to plan that in advance, just basically plan it between phrases, is the best way I can say it. It's a straightforward rendition, solid singing, just nothing to make it stand out. 4 for musical talent, 2 for artistic impression. Sky's the limit on Donatellis the Fox. Your voices work well together for the most part. The pitch is there, rhythm's there, and the voices are separated at a good pitch. Unfortunately, you slip up quite occasionally in both the timing and the pitch, which kind of ruins it. But it's a well done duet. Unfortunately, the whole duet part and separation is the only particular feature about it, but at least it's pleasant to listen to. Musical talent 5, artistic impression 5. Shadow Fox 04, or however other name you know it, he has far too many. Your double tracking's off, the pitch is there, but you definitely struggle with higher notes. Your rhythm is delayed throughout, so I'm going to assume that's a recording issue. Or you didn't record it at the same time, one of the two. It's a difficult song, but it's far too high for your range. Your double tracking doesn't help you either, because when you try and back yourself up, the double tracking's either late or it's off pitch. To be honest, yeah, that might have helped with the help you were offered, but you made a valiant effort and it works. Musical talent, I'm sure I gave it a 5. And artistic impression 3. Acos B. McLeod. Power does not equal well done pitch for one. Your power singing gives issues on both pitch and occasionally starting rhythm, and I suppose it does make it memorable, mind. Well done on fitting the extra syllables in though, because that is done very well in along with the song. You certainly reach your vocal limit again though on higher notes. As I said, the aggressive tone just didn't work though. Also makes you late for entering at the start. Take off the decibels and it would just help you pitch really. However, you gain a fair amount of marks in the rhythm fitting those extra words in, so musical talent 5, artistic impression 4. Hedgy Lightning. Due to the song's softness, it's very difficult to hear. Your rhythm pitch is there, but you lose both the lower and higher range of your pitch. I'm not sure if the cause of that is your natural voice, but might be your confidence issues. You really struggle to sing it though, and you've got trouble at both ends of your voice. Nice little ditty, it just needed a bit more, unlike the last one, needed more power really. Musical talent 2, artistic impression 4. Hackner Fang. Your low voice actually works well with your vocal tone. You may be slightly fat, but it's difficult to tell, always is with the bass. Your rhythm is good as well. Your low tone gives it a unique quality, but it's a nice rendition, well performed. But unfortunately, there's just not much to stand out. Musical talent 5, artistic impression 3. Diogo. You obviously have recording and encoding issues. I'm going to stick that aside because I managed to kind of cut most of it out. So the song is actually whole, and if the backing track had been whole as well, it would have fit to a certain extent. Your pitch is somewhat there, but your rhythm's all over the place, and adding the additional lyrics didn't help. You obviously have an understanding of how the pitch works, but I don't know whether it's from your natural voice, but it just doesn't come out. Your voice just isn't built for singing, mate. As the additional lyrics devastated the rhythm. Musical talent 1, artistic impression 2.
Radio Redux.
The official podcast of SonicRex.com.
Anime Girl. Your pitch is good, couple of little shakes, nothing too major, good rhythm, fitting lyrics, although following the violin might not be such a good idea, but it does work. Some nice ornamentation in places, some of the added breathing places. In some cases you didn't breathe enough, in some cases the breathing was odd, but it can be overlooked. The lyrics are at times hard to follow, partially due to the speed and partially due to how loud and the tone they are, but it's a beautiful song. Unfortunately, it feels more like a backing track than a song. That's partially because of your music choice. Our musical talent 7.5, artistic impression 7.2. Crystal Dreams. Your pitch is good, not perfect, and again similar to the timing. The pitch seems to struggle, certainly in certain areas of your voice. I don't know if this is because of your vocal range, or whether you just had trouble focusing the particular pitch. I don't know whether I should just taking it down or up, but there's some trouble with that particular area of pitch for you. However, there's a nice variation of tones. The double tracking suffers in some occasions it works very nicely, in some occasions it suffers from both the tone and the rhythm. However, it was an enjoyable song. Artistic musical skill 5.2, artistic impression 6.9. Digi Valentine. Biggest problem I have with you is that your song mostly doesn't have much tonality. So just for you, I'm swapping the technical and tonality marks in the way I mark things. So your rhyming tech gives you a very good rhythm. Sticks to a rather nice beat, especially with the rhyming is well done, so well done on that one. Wise Man of Wicked kind of feels out of place though, as does the Knight's cameo. Change of pace is nowhere near subtle, and the song comes to an abrupt end, but it's a well done rap, nice references, and it's just a pleasant piece to listen to. Musical talent 7.1, artistic impression 6.9. Iris, brilliant pitch, rhythmically good use of echo, and in places double tracking. It's a very powerful rendition. Technically it's excellent as well. Beautiful to listen to. Unfortunately, it's not really as memorable as I'd like it to be, possibly due to complex lyrics, although I am tempted to say this song is far better than the original version of it, in my opinion. Musical talent 8.9, artistic impression 6.6. Katie Fox, bit shaky to start off with, but it picks up well. Pitch is good. The echo kind of distracts from the main lyrics at times. Softer sections have a much better pitch and rhythm. As I said, the rhythm is good, slight hiccups here and there. Some note sliding, though, kind of spoils some of the sections. Nice overall song, less volume, more focus on the pitch, but it's a nice piece. Musical talent 6, artistic impression 6.3. Sonic Yoda and the Pigeons of Death. You played the shrink for your voice. The rhythm's very good. Technically, it's very good. The pitch wavers from excellent to good in some places and okay in others. Some of the double tracking doesn't work as well. Some of it did. Sometimes it was just odd. Also, your vocal volume needs to be greater than the guitar. It was hard to hear you at points. Yeah, it can't really be helped. Good rendition, but could have been so much more bad in your own style. And unfortunately, you lose a mark for using the word bingus. Musical talent 8.6, artistic impression 6.1. Ram the Dragon. Impressive speed of seeing. Unfortunately, the rhythm suffers because of the speed. Pitch is good. Again, slightly suffers from the speed. There are some nice ornamentations in places. However, the double speed, well, it makes impact on the artistic impression, because of it, your musical talent score suffers. Also, you fail because there is no Yosh. However, the laugh at the end was very, very well done. Quite creepy. Musical talent 6.5, artistic impression 6.3. Vger. No tonality, rhythmically challenged, little to no. Shouting does not equal humour. Unfortunately, it does stick in your head because it's so short. Basic advice, if you're going to go the Rory Black / Royal Shatner's way, make sure your lyrics are funny. Yours aren't funny. Musical talent 0.2, artistic impression 0.8. You're lucky I gave you a mark full stop. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind on Vger. 0 and 0. Doesn't deserve a mark.
Yeah, there we go. 0 and 0. Urtheart decided he was going to be very, very mean, basically. Vger got 0 and 0.
Why does everybody hate him so much?
Is it acceptable to boo Urtheart?
Yes, absolutely. And everyone. Yes. He can take a little beat.
Well, Vger says that you basted, which presumably is getting mixed up with his cooking again.
Yeah. Excuse me.
There's there's questions. Bifurous questions. I'm not going to answer those.
Dear, dear.
Yeah, but okay. I already have. We've already eaten, so I hope you had a good time. I do have a rundown here of everyone's scores. Okay. Reassuringly, there is actually everybody in the All Stars, with one notable exception, is above everyone in the All Comers. But the scores are as follows. We go through the All Comers. Leading the way still is Tall Guy's version of Supersonic Beat, Hi-Fi and Groove with 25 points. Second is Sonic Mark with Ungravitify in 22. Sky's Limit and Donatello's the Fox is a version of Escape from the City. Is joint third on 21 points with Shadow Fox 04, and next one down, Harrigan and Fang. At the bottom you have a three-way tie between SMX, Dan Dyer and Hedgie Lightning on 16, and then Diogo bringing up the rear on 12. From the All Stars point of view, in 8th place is Vger with 5.
You just said all comers, you mean all stars?
All Stars. All Stars.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Vger's last. Vger's last, and so below, everybody in both competitions is above him by a clear 7 points. Now, I'm sorry, All Stars judges. Are you seriously telling me that Phil's version was worse than Diogo's? Leaving my friends, because I honestly don't believe it is. That's mean. Crystal Dreams is next on 27.1. So all Vger has to do is claw back 22.1 marks, and then he will at least be in joint 7th. Then you got Katie Vox on 28.3. Ram is on 28.8. Anime Girl is on 32.7, 1 point behind the Pigeons of Death. Digi Valentine is second on 34 points, but in the lead by 1.5 points is Iris with her version of Live Life. And according to Urtheart, actually, yes, he does think Vger's version is worse than Diogo's. At least Diogo had a vague, and I use the word vague with no other option, pitch. Ooh! And they're friends. That's very... he's... I don't know what's happened to him. Crikey, what... I have no idea what's up with him at the moment. But whatever the case, he's annoyed. He's annoyed at the world. So, Urtheart's always annoyed with the world. Yes, Urtheart also points out that he's actually Vger's his boss on Emerald Coast. So, one out of work Urtheart coming up. Thanks to all you those who are listening in. You've got 30 minutes on Radio Sega before Forfeits show. Forfeits phone mix. Tune in for that. Blake says, friendships will be tested. This is the Rex Factor. And yes, you are entirely right. So, let's get back to the questions. Dark Unknown says, I think I saw a zombie in my house. I played House Dead 1 and 2 in Resident Evil 5, so am I crazy or is my house filled with the dead? They're silent like the hills. Shall I leave my resistance of evil? Perhaps you should. I'd go move to Bristol. To be honest, move to Bristol. That's my official recommendation. Is you move to Bristol. Dark Unknown also asks, how many House Dead references has there been? Will there be any more? In the history of what? What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Another question. Crikey, there's lots of questions. Both for EK. Joe Forever says, don't you agree this question looks simply fabulous? It's all in like a rainbow sort of texty font. And the answer is yes, but it's not spelt very well. It's when you spell fabulous with one A. And the other question is, Top Gear had live shows in Netherlands this weekend. Wish you were there. And the answer was no. I wish they did a live show here, and then I could maybe go to that. Dark Gun says, over the last season's Radio Redux has added something new to the mix each season. Season 1 had Team Chaotix, plus its first season. So, Season 2 had guest control and quite a few other little quirks, but I can't seem to remember. Season 3 was live. Season 4 now has plus one lovely hostess. You've been called a lovely hostess. Doesn't care apparently. What new element will you plan to incorporate or expect to appear in Season 5? Well, Radio Sega. There we go. That's an easy way of getting around that. Radio Sega is my new element, and hopefully later on this series we'll actually get the virtual audio cable set up and be able to have guests. Won't that be nice, kids? We're going to have guests. Wow. Resident SD says Series 5 is in HD. Yeah, it's an HD on Radio Sega. On Eagle Van Ad says it's the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. We could play that in a minute if you like. Maybe that's what Dreadnoughts is. He's, you know, he's busy with that. Old Blake Draco was hopping around. Sonic Rex forms like a big playground. Next, well, another question's come in. If you're using the 64-bit Windows, you're gonna have issues with it. Yeah, I know, but that's exactly the same situation as Mr. Darkbeard's, and he's got it sorted. So I think we're good. Incidentally, if guest controls were mentioned there, a guest control from 2007 went up definitely this morning. It actually went up last night, but the RSS feed was getting a bit strange apparently. But it is now working. We've actually got the Sonic Community Heads, and it was at a time when I did the community day for the original Mario and Sonic. To partly answer your question, Biafra, I am still employed, at least for the moment. No, I think I'm okay. Let's see. Solio says always good, just interesting to hear Bentley's opinions. Yeah, I'm waiting on Mr. Jones for his marks at the very least. Next week, as I say, is Denux, who's going to get a boot because I want to know what's going on. Okay, let's have Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, mainly because I think Governato said it. And then we'll have another couple of questions, and then we'll all go home. How about that? So that's coming up next. You are still listening to Radio Redux.
Feel the rush!
Radio Redux.
Old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but didn't expect to be blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Fu when Aaron Carter came out of the blue and he started beating up Shaquille O'Neal. Then they both got flattened by the Batmobile, but before he could make it back to the Batcave, Abraham Lincoln popped out of his grave and took an AK-47 out from under his hat and blew Batman away with a rat-a-tat-tat. But he ran out of bullets and he ran away because Optimus Prime came to save the day. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, kick-ass bad guys and explosions, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny. Godzilla took a bite out of Optimus Prime like Scruff McGruff took a bite out of crime, and then Shaq came back covered in a tire track, but Jackie Chan jumped out and landed on his back, and Batman was injured and trying to get steady when Abraham Lincoln came back with a machete, but suddenly something caught his leg and he tripped. Indiana Jones took him out with his whip, then he saw Godzilla sneaking up from behind, then he reached for his gun which he just couldn't find cause Batman stole it and he shot and he missed, and Jackie Chan deflected it with his fist. Then he jumped in the air and he did a somersault while Abraham Lincoln tried to pull a fault onto Optimus Prime, but they collided in the air. Then they both got hit by a Care Bear stare. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, kick-ass bad guys and explosions, as far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who fell over on the ground, writhing in pain, as Batman changed back into Bruce Wayne. But Chuck saw through his clever disguise, and he crushed Batman's head in between his thighs. Then Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, Robocop the Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock, the Rock, Doc Ock and Hulk Hogan all came out of nowhere lightning fast fist and they kicked Chuck Norris in his cowboy ass. It was the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw, with civilians looking on a total law. The fight raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest saw their better, Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny. Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, and only one will survive. I wonder who it will be. This is the ultimate showdown. This is the ultimate showdown. This is the ultimate showdown. Ultimate destiny.
Raymond Damon there with Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. An inadvertent request by Nagel Venato. So, we're coming to the end of the show today, but keep tuned to Radio Sega, as I said before, because we do have the wonderment that is the Fast Feet Phone Mix Show coming up. Both were saying how wish there's more Sonic news. I kind of pointed out that that would mean more work for me, so I'm kind of glad. What I did go do the other day was go to a location which may end up being a location for Summer of Sonic. Things have to be done, you know, T's dotted, I's crossed, all those sort of lovely things. But it's a possibility. We shall see. We shall see how it goes. It's very interesting, anyway. Hopefully we have to announce some things for that at some point soon. I'd be really pleased. Somebody says Jet Set Radio coming to Xbox Live Arcade. Not that I've heard. Another couple of questions. Yez Yazari asks, what's the square root of I? And the answer is QI. Big... Hey, Echo!
What?
Big the cat or Froggy?
What about Froggy?
Big the cat or Froggy is a question from Yez Yazari.
I'd have a big cat.
You'd have Big over Froggy, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd say Big as well. Only if he wasn't big-sized, you know, if it was like a sort of pocket-sized version of Big, or a normal cat-sized. Actually, Big as a normal cat would be pretty cool.
Yeah, something like that. But definitely a ginger.
So if we, yeah, to explain, Ginger was one of Echo's cats, who was rather a portly puss, shall we say. She's probably one of the nicest things that could be people have ever said about her.
Yeah, no, she is. That's the funny thing is she just doesn't have any health problems either. She's very healthy for her weight. She's just always been like that. Ever since we got her. Just 8 and 8 and 8. It's because she was raised with all her brothers, waited till they were asleep and then gorged herself. So when she had no competition, well, needless to say, she just kept going. So, but luckily she's still doing well. So she's almost 10, I think. She's getting up there in years. 7, maybe? 7, 8.
AUK, do you have a zombie plan?
Zombie plan B.
I have a zombie jamboree coming down from the New York cemetery.
If they were coming from New York, they'd have a while to go.
You're out of breath. What have you been doing? You're out of breath.
Came up the stairs.
You came up the stairs, so you're out of breath.
A little bit. Then again, I'm carrying about 10.
That's true. It was a big meal. I'm playing Zombie Jamboree for everyone in the background.
Then again, it was
It was less than £5, wasn't it?
but that's what I say.
It was a zombie jamboree, took place in the New York cemetery. It was a zombie jamboree, took place in the New York cemetery. Zombies from
because half the people spend the time listening to the show either cooking or eating. So I think it's the first time. I think it's the first time where we've been cooking and or eating during the show. It's a Sunday kitchen. Or I don't know, the Echo Hawk Food Diaries. This is a cook.
Not so much, but if it has directions and you have a problem with it,
Teleku says, AK, considering that half the fan base knows, will you pull a Sven Jocelyn by shouting, do you know who I am? I would say less than half the fan base actually knows who I am. I think considerably more know after I told everyone to, be nice to each other.
I think even more.
We knew now, a lot of people now know as a result of that earlier in the year. How dare you tell people to like each other? He said all the classic bands were emo people and nasty and horrible and sucked. No, he didn't. You read a report that made it sound like that. The initial blog, like the third lie, is like how all classic bands are fantastic, with a couple of minor exceptions. Fail. Anyway. Do you know who I am? Now that's definitely needed. Yeah, do you know who I am? Sound effect. I did threaten that actually earlier. So we need that because we've got a couple. We've got the Vger ones now.
He's got a massive wrench. Get out of his way!
We got that one now. And we do, and this has already been used several times throughout the show. But I don't.
He's got a wrench.
So we've got those two. We've got those two now specifically.
You know what? I bet you that we will never have somebody else from the singing competition have a sound effect, okay? So Vger can live with that on his conscience the rest of his life.
Oh no, you missed earlier in the show. It's got to a stage where everyone's going. It's like he/she has got object. Get out of his/her way. That seems to be the meme going around at the moment.
Right now I have a Wiimote.
You have a Wiimote. Is it a massive Wiimote?
I guess.
She's got a massive Wii! Get out of her way! She's urinating all over the floor!
No, you're gross. God.
She's attacking the Christmas tree with a Wii. She's coming for you!
You can't do it, man. You can try, but I don't think you can masquerade the evil cackle that is what filled it.
The evil cackle. I got my own evil cackle.
Yes.
Which is an awesome evil cackle.
But you have to have some. I only get my evil cackle when
And
I'm
now the
player versus
Simpsons.
playering. I really, if I'm PvPing, I'll get the evil noise, and you listen to me, and you're like, "What are you doing? Are you drunk up there?" And I'm just like, fucking going nuts. Like,
yeah, you were kind of going the other day.
one of these days I'll record it or something, just so people can get this stuff. Which
Yeah, so that's news. Actually, so new sound effects required for next week. If anyone's got a good Sonic Hour show example, instantly where these take place,
somebody who has.
if you've got a name for a show where these definitely occur, we need to get for next week. We need to get the "Do you know who I am?" We also need to get the foghorn noise. Sven's foghorn noise, and possibly Rory going "Hello, Roris," or something. I'll put together a show that's like a Sonic Hour show.
Don't
But
like
you know,
I might clock him
But
after all this
yeah.
nonsense with the lid domes. I mean, literally, if he lives with us, he may be for dinner tomorrow.
that is an interesting
Proposition.
proposition. Yeah.
I don't hate the guy,
It's when-
but damn, he's annoying.
It's when you get to the point where you start sort of
I keep,
prodding a group or representation in the direction that you want them to go. It's a bit,
honestly, it's
no, you're not going to spoil this part. No, Becky, no, voting talk, please.
Alright.
We've had our voting talk for the day, and that was to do with Rex Factor.
Here's the question for you, though, because I just saw a commercial for this. This is completely spontaneous. They have an alternative election coverage. Would you rather watch the BBC News election coverage when the results come out, or would you rather watch the E4 with
Jimmy Carr?
Jimmy Carr?
There's one problem about that alternative election coverage with Jimmy Carr, and that's that Jimmy Carr's presenting it. So that kind of
Dampens.
immediately gets me going, no,
Why? Why are you guys going against Jimmy Carr?
he's a tosspot.
A little bit. That's his humor. He's a little bit.
Oh yeah. No denying that. He's a very humorous man. He's also a tosser. But yeah, we'll do that. If you've got any other suggestions of sound effects that we should have to add on, please send them in. He's like, please stop using those. But it's making you famous.
Yeah, trust me. Who wouldn't want to pass the Christmas time without the infamous Vger classic? He's got a wrench.
I think Vger's pretty much destined to do the forfeit.
What kind of a forfeit do you think you'll have in
Something I just said I need a Khan sound effect.
We're approaching the 2-hour mark.
I don't know. Get out of his way. How many points does Vger need to get back to second to last? I did actually say earlier.
21
20
points.
yeah, 22.1 or something. Hang on.
21.8.
No, 22.1.
22.
Just to tie second to last.
Yeah,
Just to tie seventh.
he's got a shitload of points to earn, so unless somebody literally docks all the other character, player, singers, whatever they are, and then specifically gives Vger full points, he'd still not be caught up. Unless they go over the 10 line, which technically I don't think there are.
This is assuming that seventh doesn't get any more points at all. Yeah, that's true.
Or any of the others, really. 'cause
You never know. Bentley Jones may award Vger like 100 points.
Then you'd be in trouble. Then we'd be on QI or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh well.
NQI.
Vger is definitely listening in and feeling very hard done by.
In a little bit.
Vger says, do you really want me to do the forfeit? I can do far worse than he's got a wrench. Yeah, but this would be us specifying what you sing.
Unfortunately, we get to
I'll tell you what, Vger.
choose your medicine.
Vger, what would you like to sing for the forfeit? Assuming
You get a choice.
you actually come in last.
And that you get a choice in it.
Assuming you come in last, what would you like to sing? Price is Right failed button. Maybe I need the Family Fortunes fail button then.
God, it's been so long since I've seen The Price is Right, but I got pissed off because they took off Bob Barker and put in what's his face from God, I can't think of the fat guy's name. Oh, and he is fat, so I don't care what anybody else says.
The Vger's The Sound of Silence.
There's no such thing. He does that all the time. He's already got that sound clip. It's called When He Thinks.
What's happened to you? Are you channeling Urtheart tonight?
I could. Oh, baby, I could. That could be. No, I'm
Actually, Urtheart's just giving me Vger's giving me an idea. He's saying about he wants to sing the sound. He wants to sing the sound of silence. Okay then.
Oh God, there's a song
Okay
called
then.
Sound of Silence.
There happens to be a song called "Sound of Silence," Vger. Perhaps you forgot this fact.
Maybe he remembered it, and maybe you're the one who's off the... I don't know.
Oh, this ought to be good. If I've got this.
Why wouldn't it surprise me that you could?
But
Ooh, pulsing for...
Urtheart says AK 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I think it might be good actually if he sings "Sound of Silence" by Simon and Garfunkel.
I don't even know what that song is like, and I don't want to know just yet, so...
Oh yes, you do.
No, I don't. About as much as I enjoy watching my foot pulse, because I can actually see my pulse in my foot for some reason. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I can.
You'll know it when you hear it.
You're strange. Oh, really? You could do like a thing off of that.
Seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains.
Yes. Alright, quick.
With the sound
Of Needler.
of silence.
Needler.
There we go. Urtheart's now saying make him do an entire album due to his record score.
Nah, we can't.
The Sounds of
We
Vger.
could barely get what's his face to do DK rap, so let's not.
Yeah, please be aware that if you don't, Vger, if you don't do it, I will make you at Summer of Silence.
Yeah, basically he will.
Oh!
And then you have
Oh, I think that's a promise.
Yeah,
That's a promise, you'll be done.
I think it should be tradition. If you don't do the forfeit like you're supposed to, you're going to get yanked up on stage in front of everyone and have to do it anyway. Except
I'm now hearing that there's no Fast Feet's phone mix.
Is there?
There'll be somebody on.
Somebody.
Katie Fox says, who's going to judge us next week on the Rex Factor? It's Demix from Sonic Style, assuming he's there. And Gabby said, Vger's forfeit could be to sing on stage. Yeah.
That's his forfeit. If he decides not to do the first forfeit.
Oh, Vger says, don't worry, he'll do it.
Good boy.
Good
You might
boy.
still have to do it at us.
It's going to be but it's going to be Sound of Silence. Now I've
I'd
decided.
like to see him not sing the Sound of Silence. I'd like him to do another song of his own lyrics with the Sound of Silence.
No.
Yes.
How about he has to do
Parody.
how about he has to do the lyrics to Sound of Silence to a piece of instrumental Sonic music?
I think that'd be a bit rough somehow. I'd rather him do his own lyrics.
Bifrost says let's have Vger do Achy Breaky Heart. Oh, that might be a winner. That might be a winner.
It just, yeah. Could be.
Achy Breaky Vger.
Oh God.
Billy Ray Vger. It all makes sense. It all makes sense in the end. Oh yeah. Awesome. Right. Achy Breaky Vger. Vger begging people to stop giving him ideas.
Yeah, I think they probably should stop because of the
Indeed. Well, we're going to leave you with a taste of what Vger could be singing next at the end of this entire thing. Just to say, we'll be back next week then.
Yep.
I've been Change UK,
I've been Echo Hawk for what time?
and we'll see you next week. Bye for now, folks.
My achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. my mind, it might be walking out on me today. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, I just don't think it understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, he mightn't blow up and kill this man.